Ever found yourself in a yoga class, staring at an instructor twisting themselves into a pretzel, and thought, how? Just how? You're not alone. We've all been there. The yoga journey, a path of supposed serenity and inner peace, can sometimes feel like a gauntlet of impossible postures. But let's be real, which asana is actually the hardest? Is it the headstand, the king pigeon, the elusive arm balances? Or is it something far more subtle, a pose that challenges not just our physical strength, but our mental fortitude? Today, we're diving deep into the world of challenging asanas. We're not just going to list a few tough poses and call it a day. We're going to explore the complexities, the physical demands, the mental battles, and ultimately try to answer that burning question. Which asana truly reigns supreme in terms of difficulty? Let's start by acknowledging that hardest is subjective. What's a walk in the park for a seasoned practitioner can feel like climbing Everest for a beginner. Flexibility, strength, balance, and even body proportions play a huge role. But there are a few asanas that consistently pop up in conversations about difficulty. First, let's talk about Sirsasana, the headstand. It's often seen as a pinnacle of yoga achievement, a symbol of strength and control. But let's break it down. It requires significant core strength, shoulder stability, and a healthy dose of courage to flip your world upside down. The fear of falling, the pressure on the neck, and the sheer coordination needed to maintain balance make it a formidable challenge. It's not just about the physical strength. It's about conquering the mental barriers, the fear of the unknown. Then there's Ika Pada Rajakapatasana, king pigeon pose. This pose, often romanticized in yoga imagery, demands incredible hip flexibility, back flexibility, and shoulder mobility. The deep back bend, the reaching for the foot, and the overall compression can be incredibly intense. It's a pose that requires persistent practice, patience, and a deep understanding of your body's limitations. It whispers sweet promises of flexibility, but demands a warrior's resolve. And, of course, the arm balances. Bakasana, crow pose, Pincha Mayurasana, feathered peacock pose, and Adho Mukha Vrksasana, handstand. These poses require immense upper body strength, core engagement, and a keen sense of balance. The fear of toppling over, the strain on the wrists, and the sheer effort needed to defy gravity make them incredibly challenging. They're a testament to the power of practice, a slow and steady progression, a mental game just as much as a physical one. But is it just about flexibility and strength? What about the mental aspect? Yoga isn't just about physical postures. It's about the connection between mind and body, and some asanas challenge that connection more than others. Consider Tidabhasana, firefly pose. This arm balance not only requires significant strength and flexibility but also a deep sense of focus and control. The ability to lift your legs, maintain balance, and engage your core requires a level of mental clarity that's hard to achieve. It's a pose that tests your mental resilience, your ability to stay present, and your capacity to overcome fear. Or, think about DWI Pada Viparita Dandasana, two-legged inverted staff pose. This deep back bend requires not only significant flexibility but also a willingness to surrender, to let go of fear and trust your body. The emotional release that comes with this pose can be intense, challenging you on a deeper level than just the physical. Let's not forget the subtle challenges. Uttanasana, standing forward bend, might seem simple, but for many, it's a battle against tight hamstrings, a struggle to release tension, and a mental hurdle of letting go. Savasana, corpse pose, often considered the easiest, can be one of the most difficult. To truly relax, to quiet the mind, to be present in stillness, that's a challenge in itself. So, where does this leave us? Is there a definitive answer? Is there one asana that stands above all others in terms of difficulty? The truth is, there isn't. The hardest asana is the one that challenges you the most. It's the pose that pushes your boundaries, that forces you to confront your fears, that demands your full attention. It's the pose that reveals your weaknesses, but also your strengths. For some, it might be a physical challenge, a pose that requires years of dedicated practice. For others, it might be a mental challenge, a pose that forces them to confront their inner demons. And for some, it might be a combination of both, The journey of yoga is not about achieving perfection. It's about the process, the exploration, the constant evolution. It's about learning to listen to your body, to respect its limitations, and to celebrate its achievements. Instead of focusing on which asana is the hardest, perhaps we should shift our perspective. Instead of seeing these challenging poses as obstacles, we should see them as opportunities. Opportunities for growth, for self-discovery, for pushing our boundaries. Every challenging asana is a teacher, a guide, a mirror reflecting our strengths and weaknesses. It's a reminder that the path of yoga is not about reaching a destination, but about embracing the journey. It's about finding strength in vulnerability, courage in fear, and peace in challenge. And so, to answer the question, which asana is the hardest? The answer is, the one that challenges you the most, the one that forces you to grow, the one that teaches you the most about yourself. It's the asana that makes you step outside your comfort zone, that makes you breathe a little deeper, and that makes you appreciate the incredible power of your body and mind. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.